Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel today. Today we're on Old World Blues. If you're not familiar with it, it's a really fun mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Basically it's the Fallout world. It's very expansive. They keep adding new content to it all the time, and I thought we would hop in and see if we can try to reunite the United States. So as you can see, we have quite a few options here, quite a few factions that we can play as, like the NCR in New Vegas, Caesar's Legion, so on and so forth. But we're actually not going to play as any of those today. Instead, I'm going to come over here to MacArthur. Effectively, they are an enclave, kind of outpost, effectively in the western part of the wasteland. And so we're going to try to play as the enclave and try to reunite the United States as much as we can out west here. All right, so, kind of cool thing about this mod is it's a complete, overhaul. What's kind of cool about this mod is it's a complete overall mod of the Hearts of Iron game. You can see that there's a number of things here, including the Pip-Boy kind of content here. You can look at some of the mechanics and get some, there's even lore in here as well from the region and the different factions and stuff, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and turn that down just a little bit. All right, so here we are, MacArthur. So our capital is MacArthur Air Force Base. So we're roughly in Montana up here.
So tired.
So if we look, we have 5 divisions currently. We have auxiliaries and enclave remnants. So these guys are pretty cool. These actually are power armor infantry here. You can see here they have kind of like pre-war power armor and energy weapons. And then our auxiliaries, just kind of basic foot soldier infantry. So not all that great right now, but we're going to make them better. So, and I love the fact that they modeled, these different figures in this mod with, power armor. There's ghouls and other types of creatures and things like that you'll encounter in the game. So it's just a great amount of detail. All right, let's go ahead and get our armies queued up here. We've got a couple officers here. Let's go ahead and choose Daniel. If you look here at the enclave here, so Ellen Santiago is our leader. So you can see that we have a few national spirits here, including Go East Young Band. It really hurts our research speed, actually, and land research speed as well. So that kind of sucks. But another interesting thing about the Enclave faction in Montana here is, like, occasionally you have to pay tribute to the Enclave. I guess there's an Enclave faction in Chicago. Supposedly, the Secretary of the Interior will contact us and ask for tributes, and that can be like scrap metal or energy or water or things like that. So let's go ahead and get our things sorted here. Let's hop in and choose our national spirit here. So you can see, anyone's familiar with Hearts of Iron, you know that the focus trees have gotten more and more elaborate, but wow, look at this focus tree. It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, so it's going to take us a little while to hop down this, but effectively we've got our kind of in the center here, we've got our economic stuff, kind of help us build up our economy. We have kind of like espionage and some other type of special mechanics with the Brotherhood here on the right. On the left is more of your kind of your military buffs. And if you come down here, you'll gain more and more focuses and everything, and then we'll have an option where we can choose between these 3 options down here. Obviously, we're going to choose the Long Night. Love power armor, so we're going to be going there. And as you can see, as we get down here, we're going to have a set of war goals. We'll be able to start to unite the United States back. So let's hop back into it. So we're rebuilding America today. 7-day focus. And as for research, as you can see, if anyone's familiar with Hearts of Iron, this is a completely different research tree here, just with really fun Fallout-specific tech. So, but at the end of the day, we still want to improve our infantry equipment, our industry, and then also, since we're the Enclave, make sure we have excellent power armor. So we're going to go ahead and just start queuing things up here. Now, as for our factories here, we have a free civilian factories. We currently have 9 arms factories and 5 civilian factories. So what we're going to want to do is try to build up our arms factories right now. I mean, with our economic spirit, where is it? Yeah, so we're taking a little bit of a debuff when it comes to civilian. Yeah, there we are. Oh yeah, a 30% negative debuff for military factory construction, which sucks. But we're going to be going to war pretty soon here, so we're just going to have to bite the bullet on that. So let's look for the best place to start to build. Just kind of your best infrastructure regions. That's fine. All right, so you can see here that there's unique resources for Fallout. So you've got water, energy, scrap metal, composite materials, circuitry, and advanced components. So let's see if we can... well, actually, how many... We do have a few factories. We've got 2... Yeah, I only got 2 factories building this military mill. I would trade away to close that scrap metal deficit, but I need that factory. All right. So this is our stockpile. We're pretty low. Well, we're low on everything, frankly. So I don't think we're going to be able to recruit it anytime soon here. But so these are starting templates. Like I said, our auxiliary, just kind of a wall of meat here. It's just basic infantry. These are our fun guys. These are our power armor guys. So, yeah, pretty cool. We also have a special ops division. Don't know if we'll use those. A motorized division. A light robot division, like a Protectron, which is pretty cool. And we also have militia. We'll probably use these guys for garrison duty. I can't imagine we're going to use them in our main template here. But let's go ahead and get started here. Demanding tribute, huh? Yeah, you'll get this a lot of times. Your neighbors are trying to push you around. Yeah, I don't think so. We're the Enclave, baby. All right, the last great American dynasty. All right, so you guys can read the lore here if you want, but effectively, we're kind of getting started here, so I usually just kind of look at the modifiers here, but feel free to... This game is chock full of Fallout lore. It's really fun, so, just kind of pause and read. So we can get population, or we can get equipment, effectively. Now, the equipment would be nice, but we really desperately need the population. We only have 760 citizens, so it's there. Yep. Yeah, we're not going to be bullied by our neighbors. We are going to be bullying our neighbors, actually. All right, so next, from a base into a home. We'll just continue down the focus tree here as we set things up. All right, then march to those mountains. All right, so... Now, so we can upgrade Missoula's ranches to feed the depot. That gives us an extra civ. Or we can get an arms workshop. Both good. I think I'm going to have to go with the civ, though. And it's going to really help us long-term to build those other factories. Yeah. Okay, great. All right, the first families. Ooh. The fire burns beneath the ground. War was on the cusp of greatness, they say, or was it in the hubris? Poseidon's energy drilled deep beneath the waves for the last of Earth's oil. They harnessed the sun to keep old Vegas ablaze, and in Yellowstone, once a park, they drilled into Earth's marrow for energy. Okay. So, yeah, so Yellowstone Park is south of us here. So they have a fancy... where is it? Yeah, so this project, this Great War project here, it's going to give us an extra 10 energy. So we actually do have a war goal down the tree on Yellowstone, so we'll be using that. That'll be great to grab that. And so that sound was bottle caps. So obviously bottle caps are your kind of your currency, obviously. So we're effectively taxing and collecting them from the wasteland as well. And so we need these bottle caps to pay the wages for the army. And then there's also You can see here in our events and decisions tree here, we do have an option to spend bottle caps for a number of things here. We don't have enough currently, but there's certain things you can give buffs to your economy. Pretty fun. There's also an option to begin a scavenging program, which I think we'll probably do. So that's effectively we're going to be sending people out into the wasteland to see if they can find some good loot for us. So that's 10,000 bottle caps. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead and do that. There's a chance, of course, that nothing will happen or it'll be a negative debuff, but we'll worry about that later. So the first family is complete. So Missoula here. So we can get the first family is reliable, add manufacturing process, factory output 10%. That's huge. Or resource production. Yeah, we don't have a lot of resources currently. I'm going to have to take the factory output. I think that's long-term going to pay off the best. Team October. The Colonel isn't the only Santiago in MacArthur. Her daughter, Martha, rose through the ranks of the Enclave. Martha, effectively, her daughter is a leader of a group of, power armor users, and so she's another general for us to use.
Okay.
So, so Martha's there. Perfect. We don't have to worry about that currently at the moment. All right, so now we can kind of split off here. What I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to show you every step along the way, but effectively what I'm going to be doing is it's early game, so I'm going to be building up the economy of some of the focuses here in the center, and then I'll start to divert and grab some of these Army and Air Force perks as well, because we're going to have an Air Force. You got to have an Air Force if you're playing as the Enclave. All right, so we could grab a shipment from Chicago. It's going to give us some supplies, but Chicago's also going to take 3 of our water away, and we're already pretty low. So I like this God's Garden. This is going to build up our water production in MacArthur Air Force Base and give us a buff for agriculture. Perfect. Because again, what's going to happen is in about 68 days, the Enclave from Chicago, the Secretary of the Interior, is going to contact us and ask for tribute effectively. And we need to do our best to meet all those expectations, because if we don't, there'll be negative debuffs to our faction. So, all right, the Bazaar. So, effectively, the market's been set up here, so we'll start trading with these guys, I guess, off map here, better than the Brotherhood. So, just kind of looking at our current situation. All right, so here's our first tribute that we need to send back to the Enclave in Chicago. You can see here they're asking for us to choose what we're going to send them. So you go into your trade screen, you look at that, see what we're currently averaging. Let's see what we can send. I think energy, we could definitely handle that one a little bit more. So we can choose to not send anything, but as you can see, we take a massive hit to our stability, and it's not great as it is. So scouring the waste, cool. So perfect. So now that we've set that up, now we can actually send our scavengers out to grab particular resources. So do manual prospectors. We could look for some power armor, or we could just kind of do a general scavenge. Well, I mean, we can dismantle it. Yeah, let's go see if we can grab some power armor. Why not? All right, Missoula's market is built. Let's go down and fund the Crow Trucking Company. Let's give it a couple extra civs. Always useful. So looking at our plane options here, so we can go pretty far along and we can get some pretty cool stuff, including vertibirds, but we're going to have to start with gliders. So they want to settle in our lands, and so we can choose a couple different things here. So we can let them come in, or we can tell them no to, go pack up and go somewhere else. So whether we choose to let them in or not, in my last playthrough, it didn't seem to make any difference. So we'll just let them settle. So now, since we've let them settle, you can see the followers are spreading. So it does hurt our war support, which isn't great, but it actually boosts our research speed here. So now we're only at a -7 debuff, so that's not bad. It looks like Old Country is about to take out the Rot Purgers. I don't think they're long for the world. That's okay. I don't think we actually have a war goal on them. Alright, so we do have 67,000 caps now. So maybe we could see if we can do something here. So we've got a few options. We can invest in small business, which is going to boost our construction speed and our factory output. Or we could do political bribes. Well, we're not going to be changing any of our laws anytime soon. So, yeah. No, I think I'm going to go with investing in the small business. See if we can get some of those mills built a little bit faster. Alright, so our scavengers have returned and triumphed. Neither Raider nor Deathclaw nor Super Mutants would stop our scavengers. They returned back to the Air Force Base and they brought some loot with them. So we've got 50 manpower, we've got some infantry equipment, and 25 units of power armor, and a 50% research boosted non-combat support technology. Perfect. That's awesome. Alright. So we've got survivalist bunkers. We'll go ahead and hop down to Formosa Frank's firearms. It's going to give us 2 more arms mills and some more basic infantry weapons. A little bit steeper. The Disappears. Team October received an odd request. A group of mothers, wives, and siblings of convicts shipped east asked the corporal to check where their families were going. So, it says, do we look like a courier service, or we could put the rumors to rest? So, let's see what's going on here. Where are they now? Alright, the corporal's first visit, retired officers now resided in the veteran settlement at Eagle's Rest. Sadly, time has not been kind of the old man, who, when the corporal met him, was on his 4th bottle of Sentinel. I don't know if it's anything like the Sentinel from Star Trek, but you're not going to get very drunk on it is. Alright, so we've got a few options here. If you want to forget, try the hard stuff. So 75,000, no thank you. Serve your nation, serve Team October. Alright, down on the farm here. So, unwelcome guest. Some slander the Colonel's harsh methods to civilize the North, but clearly she's been successful. So, looks like not everybody's happy, right? Not everyone's happy with paradise. So we can turn a blind eye to smuggling. We can't ignore our fellow Americans. So we're going to add the refugee crisis modifier here. It gives us appeal to refugees in exchange of popularity, but it's going to hurt stability. Or we can send the smuggler to the stockades. So as much fun as that sounds, ultimately what we need to do is we need people. We only got 1.39k in available manpower, so we're going to need extra refugees coming here. Plus, you know, all Americans are welcome, right? That's us. We're on Enclave here. So, same old story. Although Little Reno is booming, bringing a bit of glamour to Missoula. So, seems that some of the staff have been buying Enclave equipment to fund raiders in exchange for jet, booze, and other narcotics. Oh, that's just not going to stand. That's not the way. After all what we've done, let's get my plasma gun. There's no way to treat a distinguished small businessman. No. Nope. Get my plasma gun. 75,000 puddle caps. I guess we just seized all his businesses. I don't know. Hey, well, you know what? You gotta toad the way, man. So light up the rattlesnakes. Where the first families in Missoula have made their home a lonely neighborhood. So it's going to give us some more political power and energy to Missoula. And as we can see, yeah, our resource count is going up and going up. All right, tribute to Chicago, the 3rd time here. So, or maybe not. Who are you and what to know in his history? So the historians, a group of scholars and teachers, have been conquered. Now they come to MacArthur begging for a new home. There's much to be gained from letting them in. Okay, so there was a faction. I don't know where the historians were, but maybe over here somewhere. So we can get how dangerous could some historians be? Gives us a boost to agriculture research speed, consumer goods, change in popularity, or we can confiscate the resources for the war effort. Now we don't need the bottle caps. No, I think I'd rather have the agricultural research speed. Of Army XP coming in now, so that's good. Our scavengers return in triumph. All right. Oh, excellent. So we got 50 manpower, some infantry equipment, extra power armor, and then we got an old world factory schematics, which grant military to civilian factory conversion cost bonus here. I doubt we'll probably use that, but it's nice to have. We'll send it back out. I know we're low on caps, but that's okay. Some recruiting. Let's recruit 3 more units of power armor infantry.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and line these guys up. Storm Mongers are going to be our first target. Now, you know, in this mod, there's a lot of little paths that you have to be really wary with when you're placing your front lines. They're just everywhere, so you got to be pretty careful with that, or the AI will sneak around. All right, marshals are complete. We got some more XP out of it. Okay, Chicago reinforcements. Ellen Santiago's request. The Secretary of the Interior sent equipment west. So let's see what we get. We can also, we've got enough for another doctrine here. Jeez. I really want to grab this steel before flesh. I think, gosh, it's really tough. I want to use. All right, the glass hammers. Let it never be said that the matriarch is a monster. Rather than risk the lives of the good people of Montana, she's found some ghouls who will gladly fight and hopefully die for you. Ooh. Change the popularity of the intellectuals to 5%. 2 Warden mercenaries will join us in Spokane. Oh, nice.
After this, I have some weapons to repair.
So there's mercenaries here. They've got anti-tank support and energy weapons. You know what? Troops are troops. All right, we're going to slow down the speed. Storm Mongers are next on the chopping list, so let's go ahead. And they're busy with the Cult of Liberty at the moment, so declare war. Go. Go, go, go.
So tired. After this, I have some weapons to repair.
Let's have these guys.
After this, I have some weapons to repair. Okay.
Okay. That's fine. Looks like our power armor is crushing them. We're gonna get. Well, that was a quick war. Okay, Storm Mongers are no more. All right, so let's go ahead and select all. Oh, I forgot. We have to compete with the Cult of Liberty. That's fine. We've got a few more points. Maybe. Yep. Select all. Demanding it. All right, and just like that, MacArthur has grown bigger, so now we have Great Falls and Maelstrom Air Force Base here under our command. So our economy has really picked up. Excellent, that's good, because we have to send more and more stuff to Chicago. Clear civilian workshop. Alright, we're done stealing fire from the gods here. Gives us our war goal on Yellowstone. Let's choose the next thing before we kick that off. The old museum. What I want to start doing is building some planes as well, but our economic laws are terrible. Our consumer goods are eating up all of our factories. It's really, really bad. We're not producing any factories now. So we're going to have to deal with that sooner than later. So it's really starting to put a hamper on our economy. But in the meantime, let's see if we can go take Yellowstone Park here. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Potential enemies. Oh, interesting. They are being guaranteed by another faction. Actually, I thought they were nearby. Ah, this could be a problem. Dang it. So Yellowstone's being guaranteed by this tribe north of us here, which is pretty annoying. Days. That's fine with me. And just like that, before we could finish our war goal on the tribe north of us, they've actually declared war on us. Not great, being as they do get some bonuses for attack and defense against us. So we'll give it the college try. Let's get our lines set up here. See if we can cut through. Can we? Can't.
Hey.
Let's see if we can pierce through here.
Hello, sir.
Pin these guys.
Hey.
Okay. Doing relatively well, actually, considering they have pretty big bonuses to attack and defense against us. Yeah, Memories of Honor, they have a 5% and 10% respective bonus. So, yeah, it could be worse.
What do you need?
Alright,
What do you need?
Let's go ahead and see if we can sneak around here.
Hey.
Grab these guys.
After this, I have some weapons to repair.
Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady.
Hello, sir.
What is that? Radiated planes. Cool.
What do you need?
See if we can cut these guys off. Apparently. All right, well, that was the last fight they were going to pick with anyone. And just like that. Now we can turn our attention back to Yellowstone.
Hey.
Push in.
What do you need? After this, I have some weapons.
Oh, destruction of Mount Rushmore. The Lakota Long Quarrel, the federal government over Mount Rushmore. Wow, Standing Rock destroyed Mount Rushmore. Wow. So we're pushing better in some areas than others. This terrain is terrible.
After this, I have some weapons to repair. After this, I have some weapons to repair.
That's great. All right. Done and dusted. Yeah. MacArthur continues to grow. So we've taken Yellowstone. So when that focus is done, we'll be able to deal with the super weapon, or the pre-war energy device that was here in Yellowstone. All right, the Trader's Roar. The Brotherhood sent lawful citizens to work camps, sorted with the super mutants and the ghouls who threaten the American way of life. They brainwash citizens and resist the lawful authority of the Enclave. So we've got some options here. God bless the Enclave. God bless Montana. Doesn't matter which one we choose. The Flame-Eyed Fire. At long last, our times to discover the secrets of the Hespetus project. I'm saying that incorrectly. Chicago would prefer that we divert the energy back to them, a vital resource for the war against the Midwest Brotherhood. But Rodriguez would argue the energy serves a valuable role for the region. So what are we going to do? So if we send it back to Chicago, we're going to get a research bonus here. Change the popularity. Get some equipment as well. Now we can gain a ton of energy from it, but we're going to take a massive stability hit. If I share it with our fellow Americans, popularity, manpower, political power. Yeah, I think this is probably the better option. We're really hurting for manpower at the moment. All right, we are not ready for war again, but it is what it is. Well, and we'll see if we're going to find out here pretty soon. I'm not going to go for it, obviously. They can take these territories from us with a cold, dead hand. All right. Justifying a war goal. Makes sense. I see here, 31 August. All right. Cool. We will be able to finish this as well. So we're going to get a attack and defense bonus against the Montana chapter of the Brotherhood. I will take it. Every little bit helpful. Middlemark demands territory. Oh, do they? Man. So they want all of the territory we took. Where are you? 40 divisions? This is insane. Oh, man. So, apparently, apparently Middlemark declared war on us almost immediately. They don't have a war goal yet. And then they got a war goal. It said till November. It's June. I don't know what happened there. So, that's not ideal. We're going to be fighting multiple factions at the same time. What could possibly go wrong, huh? Boy, it's lagging.
Take this.
These like ladies flapper dresses. What is this? Will this be the end of the Montana Enclave? Probably. So many little places and avenues that it's really hard to guard with your front line.
Get down! me!
Just die. Yep, there we go. And now we're in a two-front war with the Montana Brotherhood. Oh boy.
Take this!
Push, push, push. Take Calgary.
What do you need?
Come on, take the capital. Take the capital. Just die. Come on, come on. We can take it. We can take it. Come on.
You're no match for us.
Oh my gosh. That's just go. Oh my gosh. And they're just walking around us the whole time. How many troops do they have still? 30 divisions somehow? Oh, I have to have destroyed, like, I don't know, 40 of them already. My gosh.
Hello, sir.
This has gone badly, guys. This has gone badly. We might need to evacuate to Chicago. Missoula's been lost. Oh, God. Yeah, just like that. So ends the Montana Enclave. So that didn't quite end as how I expected it to. But, you know, hey, we were caught in a two-front war and really bad timing. In hindsight, I probably should have given territory to one of those factions and simply tried to take it back at another time. But I let my pride get in the way, so... anyways, decisions were made, lessons were learned, so I hope you all enjoyed this playthrough of Old World Blues, the Fallout mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Playing the Enclave was pretty fun. I think next time I might try another path with them. There's also some other factions I was kind of interested in trying out. So if you guys like this type of content, if you've enjoyed this mod and you'd like me to hop back into it, play another faction, maybe the NCR, maybe New Vegas, maybe something out in Texas, whatever, let me know in the comments down below. But, hey, this has been Greg the Gamer. I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider giving a like and subscribe and a share. Helps the channel. I certainly appreciate it, and I'll be talking with you here soon. Have a great day, guys.